Server rules and all. Yeah. Well, I had to come back in here and get it because the server died on my way back to the trader the last time, so I didn't pick it up because we got booted out of the server, and it took a little while for the server to boot up, and I had to go edit and insert excuse here, so I had to pop back in and get it. Hello.
Here you go. If you spend it all in one place, make sure it's at Trader Joel's.
Okay. Where do we put these? Not there, obviously. Got one in there. Here? Okay. That's something. Okay, this is a holdup. Give me your best stuff and things.
Survivor.
Do you have your best stuff and things? I don't see any best stuff and things, guys. My goal is to try and, for the first time, hit the level 100 in seasons because they've got a glowing cat in there, and that's perfect for my character. I'm a ghoul. I live in an irradiated area, and I have a naked cat running around. It'd be cool if it was a naked glowing cat running around called Miss Mullets. It would be perfect. It just takes forever to level. And people out there grinding out their level 100 in one day, and it's like, oh my god, how are you doing these? Yes, my friends are jealous of the thing that I didn't get from you. Guys, aren't you jealous of the thing that I didn't get from him? That's a whole lot of stuff and things that I just got not from him. It takes up a lot of room in my pocket, you know? There's an enormous, big not thing in my pocket.
All right, if you're in, work hard and sell, your pockets will swell.
There he goes with the pocket swelling again, guys. You know what? This is the kind of week where I don't need to hear words that could be taken in other contexts because my brain will do it automatically, even if it's not justified. I mean, it goes back to 7 days too. Your trail behind you while others are 100 at max game stage. Ah! Freaking Sunday drivers. Yeah. It's because I play so many different types of games. I don't like... I won't rage. I won't rage. Rage. I've been in here 5 minutes, game. 5 minutes. In absolutely unrelated news, 7 Days Blood Moons is apparently dead. They called it. The resuscitation, the, you know, the adrenaline shot into the heart thing apparently didn't work. None of that. They finally called it. It was basically DOA. They just wouldn't let it die, you know, kind of like a zombie. So anyway, feel bad for Elogica. I have to say they chose the wrong company, and in that way, I'm just gonna have to say they probably should have chosen better. They probably chose it because it was like a... How would you say that? Let me jump in here so that hopefully it's considered indoors. I don't know if it is. If you were going to go out there and get a franchise license for a game so that you can create some sort of other game from that game, why would you choose 7 Days? Unless they were already fans of the genre, fans of the Fun Pimps, played 7 Days, why would you even choose that? And if you are a fan of 7 Days, if you are a fan of the Fun Pimps, if you are any of these things, and you personally cannot look upon the mess that has become 7 Days and the Fun Pimps, and not make an educated choice that it's probably a bad idea, I'm sorry, there's only so much people can do. They chose a dead franchise to base their game on and advertised it to the wrong person. Nope, other guy. This is obviously not indoors, and I'm definitely attracting a ton of attention. Go around. I mean, I do feel bad for them. They did have fervor, and who knows, maybe they could have actually done something with the game that the Fun Pimps don't have the ability to, but some choices are just bad choices. Some games are just a bad idea. I'm trying really hard to be- oh god. To pull out my bat. Excuse me while I fiddle with my wood in my pocket. Dude! I'm trying to be stealthy. You guys just know where I am. I'm not trying to wake everybody up. I was gonna wait a minute and let the storm pass. Lady, stop your things. Oh no, she has found a way. I was trying to be stealthy. Stop your things. They probably thought the Fun Pimps would support and advertise them more. I don't know why they thought that the two genres of the two games, while it did share assets, the type of game and the audience were completely different. And while there is a bit of a crossover, there are some people who play 7 Days that also play games like Dead by Daylight and things like that. Chaplain, you're one of them. They went to their content creators who play 7 Days, not to the content creators that also play Dead by Daylight. Or similar other games. They didn't talk to them about that. There was no preamble. There was no videos on YouTube. There was no actual advertisement. Then again, I mean, if you look at the past history, the Fun Pimps really don't advertise their game either. What actually advertises their games are people playing their games. They don't advertise for it. They don't do actual events. The most amount they have ever gotten in this game, which was when version 1 came out. I'm just going to say version 1 because this is bullcrap. Anyway, when the first iteration of the game came out, when it went gold, because it's not actually done, I don't know why we're going to call it gold. When they did that, they got the biggest amount of people that came back to the game, came into the game, watched the game, interacted with the game because they thought the game was done. And then most of them left because they realized it actually wasn't done. I really don't want to make a whole lot of noise. This is a completely open POI and I'm going to attract all of the bad from outside. They should have spent all that time and effort into fixing 7 Days. Well, technically it was a different company using the license of 7 Days. It was not the Fun Pimps, but like I said in one of my videos on my main channel is there was too much I and we in the development streams whenever Illogica was talking about the Blood Moons. Prime and all of them were like I and we and yada yada yada, and then in the text they would say things like, well, it's just this other company, we are not actually involved in the development. But it's like, really? Are you really not involved? Is there no hands in the cookie jar? Is there no crossover? And it really pissed off a whole lot of people, even people who might have been interested in it. As soon as they found out the game that they've been playing for 13 years that's still broken, that did its full version, it blew its load, and it was a broken mess. And it drove a whole lot of people away, and now they're putting out another game, and not just another game, it was an online game. It sold cosmetics. It was basically everything that... This is going to sound very crass, but it's basically every single thing that nowadays developers are gooning over and constantly making. Everything has to be online. It all has to be cosmetics. And it's like that mode is actually dying. And the Fun Pimps are like 5 years late on that mode. 5 years ago, if they had launched it, people would not have realized where this monetization, where this model goes with people not actually owning the game, that the servers can be shut down at any time. All the skins and investment of time can just be gone in a moment's notice. They don't have to warn you that they're going to do it. They can just shut it down. And you get nothing for all the time, the money, none of that. So they launched into that market. And then they did it with a title that is known for not delivering. And honestly, at this point, they're kind of bad at the foreplay, too. They're, like, their little announcements and everything else like that, the little tidbits, it's like they're teasing for a big game, but there's not really enough of a build-up to get people excited anymore. It's like, okay, finally you're going to put switches in that exist in mods. Cool. So when are you going to deliver on the things that you said you were going to deliver on? I'm going to stop now. I said I wasn't going to rage, and I'm sitting in the storm raging because I'm just sitting in a storm. It's fine. Wonder what now happens to all those assets. Yes. They will be sold back to us at some point. Any of the skins, all of the weapons, watch. Next update, there'll be a caulk gun skin. Never a good time when the game gets put out to pasture like Blood Moon's left to languish. Honestly, it's been happening way too much in the industry lately. The recent one, what was it, High Guard or something like that, that came out and they had... I watched gameplay of it. It's not my style of game. Not even close. The characters weren't really memorable or anything else like that. And of course, it's another hero shooter and a world of hero shooter games and stuff like that. But they had a roadmap for a whole damn year. There it goes. They had a huge roadmap for it and everything. And instead of even trying to fix the game, listening to any of the complaints that people had, like the big maps and things like that, the 3v3, which eventually I think became 5v5. Jeffrey, how you doing? The 5v5, it still wasn't enough to fill up the map if it had been like a 10v10 maybe, and it would have been a whole lot more interesting. But in that particular instance, instead of going back and fixing the things that people said was wrong with it, like condensing the maps down to make it more interactive, taking the mining out of it, which was a dumb idea to begin with, instead of fixing any of that, they just dropped it. It's like, look, we're going to go ahead and push this update, which I guess is kind of cool. They didn't have to do that, but come and enjoy the game. It's going to be gone in 2 weeks. And it's like, that game's been out, what, 2 weeks already? I think people already bought skins in that game, and the game's already done. Every time this happens, people have less and less tolerance. That was not a screamer, was it? They have less and less tolerance for online games because they've been burned so many times. There was, what is it, Crew or something like that, just like out of nowhere, they just decided they wanted to discontinue it, game gone. Doesn't matter how much time you put into it. It's over. It always makes me skittish with online games because of that. No, that was you. Okay. Alright, I don't see any screamers. I did unload a whole bunch of ammo earlier. I'm kind of surprised I don't have a screamer. Come on, dude. You stopped. Stop. I did reload, yeah? Yes. Okay. They're calling it Concord Trilogy. Yeah, Marathon is supposed to add to that. I'm not huge on the extraction shooter things. From what I understand, what's the other one? It's actually on my wish list. What is it? Arc Raiders, I think is the name of it. Arc Raiders looks cool. Marathon does not. And I'm a science fiction enjoyer. I mean, I love sci-fi. I have a tattoo on my arm of Serenity. I love sci-fi. But Marathon looks weird. And not in an enjoyable weird, like I want to investigate it weird, just weird like somebody went outside, you know, on the ground and then tossed Legos out on the ground, and then they took a camera, made it really tiny and put it on the ground and recorded it like they're on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's probably a weird analogy, but that's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look appealing. The characters don't look appealing. So yeah, I probably won't be enjoying that one. But yeah, before it even launched, they were talking about it probably would be the next Concord, but I have no idea. Maybe there's enough extraction and hardship to it that the extraction guys might like it. I have no idea. Enjoyed Shroud? Shroud is more fantasy, right? It's not that I have a problem with fantasy. I do enjoy the fantasy genre as well, like Skyrim and stuff like that, but it's not really... It doesn't get me the way post-apocalyptia does. I enjoy Fallout because it's post-apocalyptic. I enjoy 70s because it's post-apocalyptic. They could give me some more games like this. I would very much enjoy it. Don't walk forward. Okay. Too often you guys just walk off in a random damn direction for no reason. Nope.
What's up?
There we go. What's up, Brett? How you doing? I'm so cool on YouTube. Thanks. I appreciate it. I had to stop playing for a couple of weeks. Wasn't getting anything done at home. That's kind of how I feel. It's like right now I'm trying to be an adult in a gaming world. I am trying to keep my videos going up on the main channel. I'm still trying to stream, but I desperately want to get back into RE9. I have got 4 videos recorded at about 2 hours to 4 hours a piece, depending. So I've got several of those videos recorded, but it's finding time in between my normal schedule. Plus, for those of you who are just arriving here, I also have a gardening channel because I garden. I've got a huge garden and chickens and stuff like that. So that also takes up a bit of time. It's like I want to get into a game, but I don't have time amidst getting all the other stuff and things done. Like I'm postponing laundry because I desperately really want to fold another towel. Now, what I want to do is fight zombies. He's got worms. Why did this start happening? Extra game, fun pimps. Oh, hi. I did. Sorry. Though I will admit that nothing beats spaghetti bouncy zombies. It's hilarious. Left cheek. Oh, you're rad. Should not have been goofing off, huh? How cool would it be if you could actually shoot the back of this dude and explode the oxygen tank on the back? Obviously, the oxygen tank is probably not pressurized, and that's the reason why that doesn't work. But it would be kind of cool. Arrow right in the ass cheek. Yes, exactly, exactly. Everybody knows it's like the... face off. That is exactly where, like, the spot you have to hit a zombie in order to take it out. Left ass cheek. Everybody thought it was the brain. It's not. Chris's rock punching. I read that as Chris Rock. He'll do what he do. Okay. That was Resident Evil 5, and it was Chris Redfield. I also feel like we need a story of just Chris Redfield. I think it'd be interesting to see more of his story, too. Because he's always like a side character in all of it. I want to see the rest of his story. How he became what he became, which might be in little bits and pieces in other areas. And it would be interesting to find out what happened to Claire later on. I mean, they are siblings. Like, I want all of the stories where they tell you where everybody's at, what everybody's doing, how they all got there. There are still bad guys, which means... basement. I haven't gone to the basement, that's what it is. Some of the characters I kind of want to update on where they're at and everything. Sadly, I was not a Village enjoyer. Village by itself was an enjoyable game if it wasn't considered Resident Evil. The characters were interesting, the bad guys were cool and everything. It just wasn't a Resident Evil game. It felt like somebody really, really desperately wanted vampires and werewolves and they stuck it in a Resident Evil game. It didn't fit. But other than that, the environment was cool and everything. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Which way do we go to get to the basement? Hold on. Let me go slap this dude. Go around! Alright. All that effort. Are you gonna keep doing that, dude? Hi. Come up here. That's not what I meant to do. Ooh. Hi, bye guys. Just wait for everybody to come upstairs. You've yet to play Village or RE4? I haven't played any of the remakes. I was intending to do the Resident Evil 2 remake, because I played through that entire game. I definitely remember that one. Well, as much as my memory will allow me to remember, you know? I remember that one. Which one was it? Resident Evil 3? I remember playing the game, but I didn't recognize any of the bits and pieces I saw of the remake, so I obviously either didn't play it or I don't remember very much of it. I would really like to be able to focus on the basement beasts. The remake was a hit or miss. My memory lets me play old games like I've never played them before. You just know the titles. Yeah, that's kind of the same way. Like, I distinctly remember playing Resident Evil 1. I have my first real horror game memories from that game. I base my entire existence on it. But when I go back and play... They didn't remake it. They made like a remastered version of it or something like that. When I went back and replayed like little pieces of that, it's like I didn't remember how irritating the locked camera was. It's like, okay, I get it for the suspense and everything else like that, but I have played way too many games where I can just look where I want to that it frustrates me now to play it. As it stands, I'm already treating Resident Evil 9 like I did Resident Evil 1 because I went through that entire place and collected everything and put it in the box, which meant several trips because of limited inventory. And then you play as Leon's character and the inventory is way different. Why? Oh my god. He hits like a truck. Nope. I ain't playing your crap, Frank. XP on the hoof. No. Screamer is just a pain in the butt. An ammo waster. And frustrating. It's like, here, you work really hard to get good weapons. You work really hard to get ammo. Use the ammo, Screamer comes in. Now she's saying, don't give you all of the ammo. Don't give you some of the ammo. Give me all of the ammo. She takes all of the ammo. Okay, I have found corn. I just sit here and idly read magazines right next to a bear. Okay. Give up the AK. These are my upgraded weapons. I don't have the ability to up... These are weapons I have found that are an upgrade to anything that I can craft. What do you mean? And I'm not giving up the AK because then that means I'm going to have to reload and I haven't spec'd in a running gun at all. Which means while I'm reloading, I'm dead. I know it says 97 on the thing. I have been in the server a total of 10 times. This is my 10th day in the server. On day 3, I came into the wasteland. I'm not saying that out loud.
This'll pad my pockets real nicely. Here's your cut.
You are all about thick pockets, aren't you? Is this a euphemism? Food bundle? Now they nerfed eating too. Nail gun. I do have a big base I need to build. I feel sorry for the bats. I abandoned it completely with the buffs that the sledgehammers got upgrades. The thing is, the sledgehammer makes... Well, let me put it like this. The sledgehammer is great so long as you're great at aiming. Because if you miss, you're completely out of stamina. And while I'm okay at aiming, when I panic, I can hard panic straight into a wall. You can guess what happens to the sledgehammer whenever I go into a wall. It does not go into the zombie's face. Which would mean I would blow my entire load in the first hit, and then I would be stuck with no stamina. So, yeah, I don't want to do that. Perception. Do I need perception? I don't think I do. Redaggot time I turn around, someone's dyed my vehicle pink. Freaking Pepto-Bismol pink. They can't even do red right. Seriously. Besides, you have to make sure that your cornbread gets moist whenever you eat it. You guys ever actually have some dry cornbread? That is actually horrible when you get dry cornbread. Okay, we'll go with that. Do I need to do anything else? I think I'm okay to run ahead and do another mission and get a little bit more money. No, I learned my lesson. I did not pick up the steel club. There was a steel club in that box and I chose the bat intentionally. Because even though this thing drains my stamina, it's not as bad as a steel bat, steel club. This is the bath that the tech dude bathwater comes from? Yeah. No dynamite for Liz? No. Bad. No. You act like... They may have a point. I might dig a whole lot, but I might add to my total of deaths. By a lot. And if PvP is on, there might be casualties. Whose idea was it to come into the wasteland? Well, I missed. Hey, but I didn't wake anybody else up, though. Tech Dude bathwater now available, only 50 dukes per jar. Okay, apparently the bathwater has been refilled, guys. You can purchase your very own Tech Dude bathwater. Hit him while he's down. Stop. Don't do it. Dadgummit. Oh, it's Fluffy. Hey, Fluffy. Come on out here, dude. Let me help. Let me help. No, move your head. I gotta help. I'm trying to help, dude. There we go. Come on out here. Just not coordinated on our effort here. It's fine. Hi, Fluffy. Nice. Poor Frank, he just wanted to sell you a slightly used car. No. See, we've had this discussion with Frank before. You buy a car from him, next thing he's calling you up trying to sell you NFTs. And then your car's extended warranty. Frank just never stops. Ow! Why? My God. And the infection. And the infection. Lady, have you thought about washing your hands? A-hole! Nope. I really want the effect to be able to stand on the zombie and for the zombie to not be able to get back up. Because I'm standing on them. You didn't know about the gardening channel? Huh. I was putting the videos up on my main channel because people were asking me during streams, and I was like, I'll just, do a quick video and show you guys my garden on my main channel. And obviously, gardening videos on a gaming channel don't really fit, and they confuse the algorithm or whatever. So I just made its own channel, so whenever I do happen to show something, or whenever I'm doing tours or whatever, I can actually show people, because there's plenty of times I'll get on here during a stream and it's like, yeah, I started such and such seeds, and such germinated, such and such died. R.I.P. my pepper plant from a couple of years ago, because people are traumatized now. Fred never stood a chance. Justice for Fred. See? Traumatized. I was attempting my first time at overwintering peppers, and I had one particular pepper I was really hoping was going to survive until the next year, and it did not. And chat has never forgiven me. Shh. While you're down there, die quieter. Stop getting up. What did I say, dude? Okay, we'll go back to this. Alright, other gun. Stop getting up. Well, I didn't go down beside the building either. I haven't got the main loot. Or did I? I don't know. It's been 5 minutes, have I? Up here, where was the dog? Over here. What the heck was that noise? Oh, there's still a garage I have not been in. Okay. Come on, book. Okay, one of the books, though. Oh. Okay, at least you're a normal dude. Slaps the ground right beside his head. Just Rob, how you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? Miss you hanging about. You're welcome back anytime. Guys, if you don't know who that is, he also plays 7 days. He streams on the YouTubes. Go watch. He's also one of the few content creators that doesn't mind calling the fun pimps out, so there's not a whole lot of us out there still saying stuff and things. Like most people have either moved on from the game or just like grin and bear it. Or they just bend over and catch their ankles. I'm not gonna elaborate. You know what the funny thing is you can get like a potato seed in here, and you gotta plant the potato seed or you're not gonna be able to eat. Do you know that a potato seed is just a potato? Right back into an abrasion. 2 hits, huh? 2 hits? Right into an abrasion? Enforcer glasses. Okay, this is the plus +5, really? Now, how does one get out of here? Why is everything walking over here?
Great job.
Thanks. What do I want? I'm not taking your beef. You've made too many slide comments about your big pockets and deep pockets and filled pockets. I think I'm gonna take a lockpick. All right, do I have anything I can sell you?
The perfect fit.
I still have a little bit of time. I can do one more before we have to deal with the Horde.
You need some work? You've...
You know, now that you mention it, it might be a bit phallic, but that was not my intention, nor is it a wand. What do you mean? What's the likelihood that I get through here without them exploding all of that? I honestly have no idea how people handled it before you had jobs, because at least the jobs allow you to reset a POI. There's been plenty of times without even really doing jobs or anything else like that, that... I've had bad guys follow me in somewhere and just like explode an entire damn building. Was that in here? Dadgummit. There's a bear on the outside of this building. At some point, he's going to make his way in. Don't do that, finger! Are you trying to get me killed? Sorry, I have a twitchy finger. It's a thing that happens. I've lost so much loot because of it. And so many bullets. Nope. Jeez, you were supposed to get stuck by the door. You actual cheat. Why does your eating bathtub smell weird? I don't know what you're talking about. Holy crap, there's a lot of irradiated in my apocalypse. Nope. This is not sustainable. Gosh, took down the door? Okay, I need 5 seconds. Come on. I said 5 seconds! That's not 5 seconds. I did ask that question, didn't I? Come on. You like bounce off of things. Why does that happen? Okay. Okay, bye. He's gonna run all the way back around. Come here, dude. Stop it. This is not at all going how I wanted it to. No, I don't want the rad dude. What the heck happened to the trash can? I haven't had a chance to loot it. You're the one I'm after, dude. Where do you keep going? I swear, sometimes these guys get so squirrely. Like, just like a minuscule amount of fluffy-itis gets in them. Oh, there goes that stamina. Does not stop you from hitting like a truck. Give me 5. There's a screamer in here. I did not call her. There goes all of that gas. Dude. Can't believe you've done this. I'll never financially recover from this. Hi, Fluffy. Come on over here. I still don't know where the screamer is. There she is. I can't see you, you can't see me. That's how this works. Don't get back up. Fluffy, stop! I need to make sure she's dead. I said stop. I need to make sure she's dead. Okay, she's jiggling. I guess that means dead. Dadgummit. That's not good. Give me 22 seconds, lady. I have to take my little blue pill for you, ma'am. Aussie waifus take a lot, you know? Can I take the pills now? Thank you. I am gonna... You know what? I'm probably gonna have to call this one. I don't have enough hydration for this. And it's a Horde night. And there's a storm going. No! Okay, I did actually take that pill for you. You're right. I'm sorry. I prioritized Fluffy. My bad. Stop getting up. Lady! See? Now she done made me thirsty. Fluffy, I can't get... I was supposed to say I can't get it up for you, but that's... First off, I can't get it up anyway. That's not the point. You're gonna have to give me a second. Where did everybody else come from? That's the storm. Oh my god, the storm. Family-friendly Minecraft server? Definitely. Definitely. Always. Come on, storm. Screamers spawned by the two? Yeah, they're not supposed to. You're hiding in the snow biome now? Oh no. This is another one of those, the fun pimps put something in and then lied about the actual percentages. In case you guys are new here. The screamer spawning in 2 at a time, first off, in order for a screamer to spawn, it's a roll on whether or not she's supposed to spawn. Whenever the heat map hits 100, it rolls whether or not she can spawn in. And then it's supposed to roll on whether or not 1 or 2 get spawns in. It always spawns them in, and it always spawns in 2. And whenever you get hit, it's supposed to be random and rare for you to get all of your health issues, but now it's very common. You can get hit twice and suddenly you've got a broken arm. Where are you guys going? One of you's not even supposed to be here. Now take it out on you that this POI has gone to crap. Hi, nothing happened. Bye-bye. I'm not sure which Kevin I was working on, but one of these. Don't do it. I need to stop playing around. Nope, nope, nope. This is not worth it. There is no way the amount of stuff I'm going to get out of there is actually going to be worth all the ammo it would take to clear that place now. Good grief. Dude, I don't mean for this to sound weird or anything, but can I just go drink your bathwater? I know I'm selling it and I'm supposed to pay you for having sold it online without your permission, but right now my character is so dehydrated. I would like to be able to offer something in return, but dag, here. Do a down payment on the bathwater. You guys are gonna have to watch the actual video that goes along with that joke. I'm not gonna try and explain it. Unmodded, but kind of like New Game Plus style. Ah, with Twitch integrations turned on. If I tried to do that, they would get me all killed. It's happened. A lot. That, and the psychos like to rearrange my inventory. You're just in the snow? Absolute psychopaths. It's like you open it up and everything in the inventory is everywhere. Do I prefer SG-1 or Atlantis? It's a close call, but SG-1. It's not that I don't like Atlantis. I very much like Atlantis too. Rodney is like my favorite character, but SG-1, Daniel. Particularly Daniel and Vala are my favorite. And of course O'Neill. His humor though. That is so much food. I'm gonna borrow your bathtub again. Not gonna do anything inappropriate in it, I promise. Have I watched Supernatural? Yes. I very much enjoy Supernatural. Kind of sad that it's over. You're waiting patiently for his Undead Legacy? Did I ever watch Firefly? I might have seen it. Might have seen it. Maybe. Ah. Brian Shiny Captain. Yes, I have seen it. Absolutely my favorite. Favorite show, favorite movie. Do I have... Yes. Okay, now I'm not kind of dying.
Shiny! A shiny!
You try to watch it so many times you just can't do it? Why? I would actually say that if you've never seen the Firefly series, watching the movie Serenity, which is like basically the movie they went back and made after Firefly was canceled, I would say watch Serenity first. Oddly enough, I know, but it ties everything together and gives you a bit of the story without them thinking they had an entire series to tell you about it, and then go back and watch Firefly. You recently rewatched SG-1 and Atlantis, forgot how bad season 8 was. RDA was just didn't care at that point. Season 8, which one was season 8? Are you talking about, yeah, because Atlantis was only through season 5, right? Season 8, was that when O'Neill left and then they were just stuck not having a fourth? Or is that the one where what's his name from the other planet replaced Daniel? Because I was not really happy about that little bit. Even though he was kind of a cool character, I really didn't care for it. What would you call that? The vibe between all of them was kind of off. The only thing that saves it for me later on with SG-1 is I like the King Arthur aspect, because I like that time period. I like the storyline there. I like how they tied it in. Not to mention Vala shows up, and Vala kind of makes up for the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Quinn replaced Jackson. That was season 6. Okay. It ticks all the boxes for you. I would just say, like, the Serenity movie does better at presenting all of that. Like, you get to meet them and the story is there. The series, you would kind of have to want to watch it. I think when I first started watching this, I watched... Oh, God, when was it? Because my daughter was really, really young, and I had just started working at a brand new factory job, and I had caught it really late one night. I could not sleep for the life of me, and I caught bits and pieces of it, and it was the series on Sci-fi or something like that. But I watched several episodes of it, and I was like, I remember these characters. I know these characters. I've seen them before, and I want to see more of it. What it was is I'd actually seen Serenity years ago, and this was the first time I'd ever seen Firefly. I didn't know it was based on a series. So it's basically like you're going to get the entire story, and it's a complete story for you. So then after you fall in love with the characters in the world, you can go back and watch the series, because the series is actually incomplete. 1612. Do we... Let me see what kind of ammo and stuff I've got. Do I need to craft? Probably. I can make 69 bullets. All right. When Jack and Daniel, the two of them have like this bounce off of each other chemistry, and then of course Teal'c with the stoic face with the occasional like snarky comment or whatever. I was watching it not long ago. The Hugo? What was his name? Hugo? Whenever they were inside his brain and he just chugs the entire gallon of coffee or whatever. Freaking hilarious. But the chemistry of all four of them, you can't really replace it. And the guy that they brought in didn't really fill the shoes of it. He had decent humor, but it seemed like they were trying to replace Daniel with something. And they gave him this whole, I'm more advanced than other humans mystique that was kind of odd because they never defined it. And then they just kind of let him go back when Daniel came back in, which was weird. And then after he left, the whole thing between him and Sam, whenever Jack left, when him and Sam were, I don't know, kind of sort of talking and then they just dropped it was kind of odd. It was almost like whenever the new dude came in, why do I keep forgetting his name? That's so bad that I keep forgetting his name. It's not that he's a bad character, he just can't replace Jack. But it's almost like she left to go to Area 51 because the two of them were going to start seeing each other, then that doesn't go anywhere. You know? They're bringing it back? Yeah, but I'm kind of terrified that they're bringing it back. I'll be honest with you. In today's, let's milk all of the things that you loved about your childhood and turn them into absolute crap in that day of Hollywood, I'm scared for them to bring it back. The best Stargate was Atlantis Season 3. Whenever they finally got Ronan in and the whole dynamic finally set in, I liked it. Before Ronan was there, they didn't really have, I guess you could say it's like a D&D term. You kind of need your fighter, your berserker, your thief, your whatever. Ronan was the berserker they were missing, and plus he was kind of like that Teal'c character that we needed. With Supernatural, which one do I prefer, Sam or Dean? God, that one is so hard. As far as the character development, both of them have really good development, but I think by the end of it, I'd have to say Dean's story arc is the best one. I think my only issue is anytime they decided to corrupt one of them, like when Sam becomes Satan, If you guys have not watched Supernatural, this is a bit of spoiler, but it's a really good series if you like that kind of stuff. When Sam became Satan, I don't think he was Satan long enough. When Dean becomes Michael, I don't think he was in that state for long enough. Or when Dean became a demon, he was also not like that very much. It was like 2 episodes or something like that. They didn't fully explore that. It would have been more interesting. The worst part of the series is the episodes are not aired in order and they intentionally randomize it. Yes, they do. Every single time, which just confuses people. Very mysterious. Mitchell, yes, Mitchell. For some reason, I can never remember Mitchell. It's not that he was a bad character, it's just he pales in comparison to Jack. And they tried really hard to make him a relevant character, like you get a whole bunch of his backstory and everything else like that. It's just, after Jack, I can't really... And it's very odd seeing Mitchell and Vala in the same series, knowing that they were in Farscape as a couple. It's odd. Dean and the Stein family gets put in the air. Yes. When Dean goes crazy because of the mark, that's a very good thing that they also don't explore enough. Like, they were afraid to completely stain their reputation by allowing them to be bad too long. I think they should have explored it a bit more. The Supernatural became the embodiment of I'm alive, I'm dead, I'm alive again, I'm dead again. Yeah, exactly. You never... It basically got to where when someone died, it didn't really feel that... It didn't feel that impressive, like, oh my god. She's like one of my favorite characters. Why can I not think of her? Hang on, it will come to me. Not Rowena, the other redhead. Not Rowena. Oh my god, Charlie, yes. Her off-screen death, oh my god, was heartbreaking. It's like she's an amazing character and you killed her off-screen. Why? Why would you do this? That is the worst. But at the same time, by the time she goes, you know for a fact, 100%, just because someone's dead in the series does not mean that they're not going to show up. You tried watching Supernatural. Jensen was amazing, but I can't stand the other tall guy. His acting is terrible. If you watch past, I know it's terrible to say, but most people who watch series know this, you have to get past the first 2 seasons. After that, people start warming up into their character and they get to know their character. But as far as his acting goes, it's not until you get Soulless Sam that I really think he finds his character. I don't know why, it was almost like he warmed up into his character having gone through that transition. Instead of pretending to be Sam, he was pretending to be regular Sam while he was actually soulless. It almost made it define his character better. I don't know. His acting does get better with time. In first season, Jensen is kind of not really that great as Dean. He was better than Sam, but later on, his acting does get better. Charlie went to freaking Oz to help the Wizard of Oz. That whole thing with the split Charlie thing, I kind of wish they had explored that too. Of course, her also being the Queen of the Moons or whatever it was she was during the LARPing stuff, that was funny. I'm just over here talking sci-fi stuff. I should be getting ready for a Horde night. Hang on. Let's grab all the stuff we need for a Horde night, and we're gonna moonlight in somebody else's beasts. But they're not just getting Sam and Dean together. From what I understand, they're also bringing in the guy that also plays in The Walking Dead. Dargoon, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. They're here. No, we might want to use this. Oh, there's a demo. I hate to be that way, but whenever you got a demo, it's all jock shots. I'm sorry. I know it looks painful, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Reloading. That dude is such a klutz. Oh, he is still alive. Dude, I got them cheeks. Jeez. It's not his fault he's got a red button on him? I don't know about all that. How do we know he didn't volunteer for that? Maybe he just likes that kind of thing. You know what? Actually, just change over to these. It sucks, but change over to them. Oh no, I broke my gun. It's so confused now. Oh jeez, I almost did that. I didn't see him. Demo. No! I don't know if that was me or not. If it was, sorry. I'm gonna have no ammo left for fighting anything after the Horde. Did you guys just push the demo off? That's just rude. Okay, I was not hallucinating. There was still somebody back there. Screamer? Maybe? Okay. The demos die when you hit the button? Yeah, well you also die quicker whenever you hit the button. Hipfire, big hitters, tools digest, hydraulics, cooking books. There we go. Harvesting. Did I open any more recipes? Pumpkin cheesecake! I pressed the wrong button again and shit went sideways. That's usually how it works. That's the story of my life. I'm not used to putting things up to my mouth and not getting anything out of them. It's very concerning when you try it 5 times in a row. Okie dokie. Now, let me try doing another mission, okay? You guys can wager your channel points. Have fun. Hi, kitty. Dude. This is not only cats. Get your butt out of the camera. What are you doing, sir? You just sit in front of the screen like that? You protesting? You protesting, kitty kitties? I got your hair all over my face. I'm gonna be itching for the next hour. Why are you assaulting the microphone? Is that better? I have literally done videos where, like in the previous video, the cat would show up on my stream, or on my video, and I would love on him and he'd go away, but like for the next recording that I'm doing, I'm also still rubbing my nose because it's still on my face, and they're like, do you do drugs? Like, no, I just have a cat that's very insistent on attention when he wants attention. Oh, jeez. Well, that did not even work. Because I don't have any wood in my pocket. Again. How did I do this? Hold on, lady. I'm not ready for you. I gotta get wood. Not like that. Where did you even come from, sir? You are a part of the mission. Okay. Let's go back inside. She completely broke it, though. Annihilated that block in particular. Alright. Since you actually broke the door, I need to go around you. Well, let's do this outside. Never mind. I don't like the fact that they break the door and then it's not just that the door is gone, but the frame is still there, so you can't immediately put something in the spot. Don't do that. Exploding things is the reason why jobs don't get done. Phrasing? No, 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 no. I said what I said. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. She rocked my world. Okay. Well, I've got enough wood in order to fix any other doors. I keep forgetting to bring some with me. Alright. Let's try using your door first. One hit, you took out my door. Cat hair on clothes. Oh, I gotcha. Stop that. I do not like the fact that you can break through these doors in one hit. You and Fluffy both. Hold on. Let's go over here. And they wallop good too, so... There we go. Don't... Oh man, finger, seriously? This is why I can't have nice things. Patchwork liner. I'm pretty sure I've got the other liner. Oh, there's a charge down there. Dadgummit. Got your kneecap, dude. Okay. Now I'm done playing with you. Stop. Okay. What'd that take? Like 4 hits? And then... I think I managed to do that under being able to call in another screamer. Maybe. Housekeeping. Dead. Did you lose track of me? Yes, he did. I think you cheated there, dude. Are you getting a double hit back there? I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. Was it just me? Was I hearing something that wasn't actually happening? It sounded like he was hitting it twice. Ew. Oh, I thought that was like a big zombie with horns. I was like, well, that's an interesting choice. Let me help you with your back, sir. Turn over. Oh, no, I'm tired. Never mind. I guess I'll let you sleep. Jeez. That's the first time that thing has gone off in a while. Wait for it. He's really pissy. Radiation! Rude. Okay, there we go. Stamina, 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 stamina. Top! Is there another cult here? How many cults existed in this town? If I knock him, he might actually figure out his way around the stairs. I'm just gobbling up all of my iron here, sir. There's no way I can possibly kill you like this. Now are you gonna reset? Ah, there he goes. Ah! No, what are you gonna do it? Ow, man. I really need those arrows back though, dude. Here, let's do this. I'll stand on this side this time. Like a freaking porcupine. Yeah, I was kind of figuring you would come around. He's doing a double hit that he's not supposed to be able to do. That's frustrating. Okay, there we go. Stop, dude. He really wants to sell me those cookies? You actual cheat! That was so rude. Stay in there for a minute and think about what you've done. Oh my gosh. Oh, you made me bring it out. You made me bring it out. Rude. Actual cheats and hacks. Dude's doing a double hit. Does that guy usually do a double hit? Because you don't usually get that with a whole lot of zombies. I wonder if maybe it's that particular zombie. I'm just playing the game wrong. You know, that figures. That actually figures. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. I always gotta do things the hard way. It looks like there's 2 in there. Maybe if I lower myself down, I might actually be able to see underneath the bed. Should have figured you were feral. Uh-oh. Oh. I thought it was one of the mutated. Shh, dude, you're gonna give me away. I'm trying to be stealthy. Oh, it's a dead body. I was trying to sneak up on a deader body. A dead again body. Actually, it may not have been alive. It might just be dead. The only reason you would actually be voting towards me is if you polled that I would actually make it through here. Otherwise, you would be against me, Brett. What do you mean? You actually voted in my favor? Is it dead or dead? I think it's dead again dead, but I'm not 100% sure. Dude, there's gonna be so... Oh my gosh. There's an Infernal down here. Okay, so how do we want to handle this? What I think we should do is throw all the bullets at it and run. What do you think? Nope, he's not dead. Stop skating! You cheat! Oh. Actual cheats and hacks. Come on, lady. If we're gonna call in a screamer, let's call her in the right way. You know? Where did you even come from, dude? Oh, there are still bad guys. I kind of blew my load in here. I was not expecting any more bad guys. Okay, maybe there's health over here, though. Maybe. Better weapon, perhaps? Knife guy? Come on, good meds, good meds. Give me the good meds. That's not the good meds. Do you need a translation of what good meds means? Do you need a picture book? Throwing bullets isn't going to work as well as firing them, but it'd be funny as hell, so go for it. It depends on how heavy the box is that they're in. Some of those boxes could do a lot of damage. Okay, we do have more meds, though. Basically makes up for all of the meds I just used. Now the final room, and look at all of those status effects going on. First, I would like to be able to get eyes on whatever it is. I love the fact that buildings have active cameras. Yeah, with no electricity. Okay, there's a rat over there, but maybe I can one-shot him. It's probably a feral, though. Come on, dude, I'm gonna need you to stay down. Yeah, he definitely knows where I'm at. Stop! Another freaking feral out here, dude. Which kind of feral are we talking about? Are we an Aussie waifu? Or a biker? Because those are way different. She does look like an Aussie waifu. Nope, nurse. Come on, lady. Oh no. Out of stamina! Okay. Okay, now, with all of these status effects, let's get out of here. We've cleared, and everything else. So, are you for serious, game? No, nope, nope, nope. Run. I'm not getting stuck here. I'm not getting stuck here. Where's my bike? Forget the foot. Run on it anyway. Those are not debuffs. They're Christmas lights. Yep. Had to make sure we got them all, you know? I think the only one that we're missing is, like, concussion at this point. Can't take books, so ammo. I have got 4,000 monies. I can't do that. Apparently, I'm being extorted because I sold someone else's bathwater. Psh, who knew? I'm leaving your door open. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a wonderful day on night, and you stay shiny. Bye! Everybody in chat says bye!